Okay, so this is the third and final video. Just a note from the last video, video 2, paradox. I was going to find some more examples for you. And some examples of paradox are paradoxical phrases are the beginning of the end, to be cruel, to be kind, tough love. Some examples from texts that you might be familiar with. Two examples, quite famous examples from Macbeth. Fair is foul and foul is fair. And when the battle's lost and won. So it's two opposite words used in the same sentence. Okay. They're easier to spot than they are to use. So you will, the more you read the poetry section, ready for GCSE, and the more you read, especially Macbeth, the more you'll come across them and the more familiar you'll be with them and the easier it will be to spot them. So transactional writing, which is what we've been looking at, is writing that serves a particular purpose. This might be to persuade, to argue, to explain, to review, to inform. Each of these types of writing has particular features, but all use the language devices in the key terminology section of this knowledge organiser. So that was my last video. Transactional writing is always non-fiction and may take the form of a letter, an article for a newspaper or magazine, a journal, a blog, a guide, a speech, travel writing, or a review. Each of these genres has specific features which you will need to ensure that you know. A letter always has a greeting and a sign-off and address. A review might contain a star rating. An article must have a headline and may contain subheadings. When creating a piece of transactional writing, you must consider your audience, as this will determine the tone of the piece. A letter to the head teacher will be formal, whereas a travel blog might be more informal. Remember to mind the gap. Genre, what kind of writing is it? Audience, who is it you're writing for to read? Purpose, why are you writing it? Okay, so your genre might be a letter. Your audience might be the head teacher. That in turn would change your tone, so you would be more formal. And your purpose, to ban homework. Okay. It might be that you are writing a travel blog. So your genre would be a blog. Your audience may be, if it's a blog, it's going to be a younger audience that like travelling, adventurous. And your purpose would be to either inform them about a particular country or to give a review of a particular hotel that you've stayed in. You could have two different purposes there. Could be a mixture of both. But the main things that you need to remember are your audience and your tone and the kind of language that you might use. Genre and purpose go nicely together. What is it you want to do? Do you want to tell people about a film that you've watched? Do you want to inform people about your business, what you do, when you're open? Do you want to inform people about a hobby that you do, a particular interest that you have? And your purpose will go with that genre. It will be, if you want to inform your grandparents of the kind of holiday you've had, you would write a letter. If you want to inform a whole group of travellers about the best way to travel around, say, Amsterdam, your genre would be a blog and your purpose would be to inform. So they're really easy things to remember, and with the key terminology you can write any piece of informative transactional writing. Keep hold of this information because it does make up part of the GCSE. You will be asked to write a piece of transactional writing in one of your exam papers. Okay? Good luck for the test, and read this and watch the videos as many times as you can just to get used to the different terms and practice those spellings. Okay.